So when we talk about regime change, when we talk about intervention, we will talk about what drives migration. It's this. This is one of the biggest reasons. Again, Haiti is going to be invaded by the West. This time they're being cute about it because they're sending the Kenyans in, but it's just a done deal. As a couple days ago, they just passed a resolution, and when China and Russia had a chance to push back against it, they didn't. They just abstained. So they're not for the move, but they didn't block this decision by the UN to go in there and once again remove the government from Haiti. UN Security Council finally provides a fig leaf for U.S.-sponsored invasion of Haiti. And this is from Haiti Liberté. After 7 revisions over 1 month of negotiations, 13 of the 15 UNSC, United Nations Security Council nations voted for Resolution 2699, drafted by the United States and Ecuador, to authorize for 1 year the so-called Multinational Security Support Mission, a collection of 13 nations that will be led by a contingent of 1,000 Kenyan police officers. So you got to admire this right now. They're going to an African country and bringing in their troops to say, look, go in there and change us so they don't look like the racists that they
Diversity
are pulling
works.
the strings. Diversity. Equity. Russia and China abstained from the vote due to uncertainty about the mission's real goals or viability, which is a shame because they could have blocked this. They just abstained, so they're not for it, but they could have blocked this. There were Haitians in the streets with Russian flags, hoping that they would come to their rescue as they wanted to decide their own fate, that they wanted to have their own national sovereignty. No, the United States is going to decide what's going to happen in Haiti. And I think the Russians were like, well, that's a little bit too close to the United States, so we're going to kind of abstain and get out of that. Let's spend our political capital elsewhere. We got our own situation going on, so they didn't push the borders over here. This proposed invasion is thus different from those of 1994 and 2004, which involved a bona fide UN Blue Helmet peacekeepers under the control and oversight of the Security Council itself. The MSS is an unprecedented formula, would be nominally overseen by Kenya, but actually by the U.S. And you can see this right here. Once again, fresh off honoring Nazis, Canada is now considering taking a leading role in the imminent U.S. organized invasion of Haiti. Washington says jump, and Ottawa asks how high. So they're going over there. They're getting ready. They got the core group right now, okay? The core group, which talks about this. Check out this here. You'll love this video real quick.
If you want to understand politics in Haiti, you must first understand the core group. Most outsiders have never heard of this group, but the average Haitian is keenly aware that these foreign actors heavily shape Haitian affairs. They oversee and control Haitian politics. This is one of the open secrets of Haitian politics. The core group is an informal organization made up of ambassadors from nations like the United States, France, Canada, Spain, and international organizations like the OAS. Now, they're there. They exist in order to provide Haiti with advice and counsel on how to overcome challenges and how to promote democracy in the nation. Here's the problem. The core group has more power in Haiti than the Haitian Constitution. And they have more power than the Haitian people, than the popular vote. And the members of the core group, they know this. And they wield that power accordingly. If you don't know Daniel Foote, look him up. He's a U.S. diplomat and former member of the core group, but he quit. He accused the core group of undemocratically meddling in Haitian affairs and hand-selecting Haiti's future presidents. He says that the U.S. and the core group, they treat Haiti like a puppet state. There are countless examples of this puppeteering. Just check out the analysis written by the well-known, well-respected journalist Jonathan Katz. And this is not to downplay or overlook the true corruption and weak leadership displayed by Haitian leaders within our political system. Yes, time and time again, these leaders, our leaders, have failed us. But at the same time, Haiti should be led by Haitians, not by the outside world. What frustrates a lot of Haitians is that the core group is unelected, unaccountable, and all-powerful in Haiti. This is a form of imperialism that needs to be expelled so that Haitians can determine their own future.
Amen. And there's a lot of reasons, a lot of speculation as to why the United States wants to go in there so much.
Because we want slaves.
Well, the fact is that there is a lot of evidence to back what you're talking about? Because now
I mean those garment things.
The garments, yes, you know about this. So they talk about this, and they're happy to have that cheap labor come over here, and that's why that border is open, right? Or people are coming and flooding, is because they want the cheap labor to come in here, so they can take advantage of it.
That Australian guy that said to people, it's not a supply side market. It's the others. People got to be scared.
Yeah.
But I just saw that clip of him saying that, and then the next thing you know, there's not that he's responsible, but that's the mindset. I know it'll get these workers fired up. A lot of cheap labor.
Well, there is, I was talking about this with Dan today, and this is Dan Cohen, and he's going to provide you a little bit more information. This is clipped up. This is just from October 2nd, the other day, to show more proof that we are definitely going in there again. It's going to be us, the U.S. government, along with these other Western-friendly governments, like you heard, like Spain, like France, like Canada, that are going to join on in. There was a lot of pushback for Lula during those blue helmets when they first went in back in time, because he was part of this whole group to go in there and help destabilize Haiti. We should just get the hell out and let them decide for themselves. National sovereignty is important. Therefore, you won't have so much migration coming here. But we want that migration. The leaders want the migration. That 1% wants that cheap labor, and they're going to get it one way or the other. So take a listen to Dan Cohen. He's going to talk a little bit about as the UN Security Council blesses the U.S. plans for the invasion of Haiti, a former member of the U.S. Air Force Special Operations Command reveals to me that the U.S. Army Special Forces have been on the ground in Haiti for weeks and preparing for a capture-kill operations. They got to kill any of the opposing anti-West gangs out there that they like to call them.
I spoke to former Air Force Special Operations Command Airman Jean-Pierre Alfred. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I have a couple of friends that are within Army Special Operations Command that are currently deployed in Haiti as we speak, and they have been there for the last 30 to 45 days cycling in and out. Their specific role is train, advise, and assist. And what that encompasses is training the host nation forces, making sure that they're providing a level of security for the key personnel within the Haitian government and also the American government. And then should the need arise, potentially to operate within a kinetic capacity, which means to integrate within your police forces, your military forces, and conduct raids and operations to take down some of these political factions and opposition gang members that Haiti has described as problematic.
So he's talking about U.S. Army 7th Special Forces Group, which is normally deployed throughout Latin America. It's part of Southcom. And these special forces, also known as Green Berets, will be training not only the Haitian National Police in general, but they will also be training a specialized force, an elite unit.
Within the train, advise, and assist portion of this, the United States military, specifically the Green Beret team, they'll be training a base level force that'll provide the stability for the regions that are currently under political strife. The other aspect of this is they'll train an actual SWAT team or a SWAT team-like component that'll be responsible for executing the raids and the warrants and the specific roundup missions where the goal is to gather this person or persons and bring them back for interrogation. And if they cannot interrogate that person, or if they cannot round that person up peacefully, then typically the kinetic operation turns violent and they actually end up killing the person.
Kinetic. I like kinetic. I love all the army terms of murder. Where's the kinetic operate? You mean you're going to shoot that squad is what you're trying to say?
So that's what leads to a lot of the situations why there's so much destabilization in these countries in Latin America and the Caribbean, and they come flooding to us after. You know, everything he said over there is one of the main causes of migration. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I talk about. We got to do you want to do the border wall? Let's do the border wall, but we got to stop this actions. Why are we there in Haiti to begin with in the first place? Because they have natural resources. We want the cheap labor. Huh? No, they don't have. They have some other whatever was in meteorites that crashed into Haiti that they're extracting out there.
What?
They want these other governments to be shut down. These other potential governments. Barbecue is known as one of the
Jimmy
biggest.
Barbecue. That guy had a special.
They want him out. They want him out of the way too, as well. There's a speculation.
Didn't we kill? Their president that got killed.
Yes.
Wasn't one of the death squad saying like
Colombia?
Was it we did what we were supposed? Wasn't he like saying we were told to do this?
Yes. Told by who is the question, and they said he was a liar, but they wanted to get rid of him, so they got rid of him. This talks about the water rights here in what's going on between the fight for water between the Dominican Republic and Haiti.
The Dominican Republic has ramped up its hostility toward Haiti. It has closed its border and halted the issuance of visas to Haitians. This is in response to the construction of what it calls an illegal canal by Haiti on the Massacre River that is shared by the two countries. The Dominican Republic, which has 9 canals drawing water from the river, claims Haiti's one canal will rob it of its share of water. The country has since vowed to keep the border closed until construction stops. But Haiti says no amount of threats or blackmail will derail the project that was initially started by civilians before the government jumped in. When completed, the canal will provide water to farmers in the region and help alleviate the food shortages triggered by the US-led occupation.
M. Abinader, par aucun droit et légitimité pour la prendre des décisions pour le peuple haïtien. C'est nous-mêmes qui vous prenons des décisions sérieuses. Donc, la question de lutter contre l'ingérence externe, la question de construire l'autodétermination sont fondamentales aujourd'hui pour tout projet de relèvement national.
So, Kurt, once again, they don't want these people to decide their own way forward, right? They want to be. They want to make sure the United States wants to make sure that Haiti is dependent upon them for everything. So that's why they're also pushing back against this to the West, because they don't want Haitians taking their own sovereignty into their own hands. You know, and the DR has just been a client state of the United States for God knows how long. It's crazy. Once again, we're doing the same thing we're doing in Haiti that we've been doing for quite some time.
David Tell one time at the cellar, there was some Dominicans in the front audience. It was when the Haitian earthquakes happened.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, hey, what did you guys do down there in the DR during the earthquake? Pull the blinds down and turn the music up, turn the salsa up.
Hey, come see us on tour. We're going to be in Tampa, Boca Raton, Orlando, Dallas, Houston, San Diego, Bloomington, Illinois, Indianapolis, and Levittown, New York. Wow, that's a lot of dates. See you there.